Hello everybody, this is Lila in Hawaii. I'm making some more of my really quick, cute little stockings. And I thought you might like to see how I do them. They're so simple and there's absolutely nothing to them. They take about 2 minutes. And this is what they look like when they're done. Just perfectly plain. I don't do a cuff, I don't do a lining, nothing like that. But when these are decorated, they're just really cute. But also they're nice to stuff with little, stocking stuffers like candy canes and ornaments and pieces of jewelry and all sorts of things like that. So these are a couple I've already made. And here's one I made from some old fabric. It was an old, I think it was a table centerpiece, and it looked like that was Christmassy. I put some lace around that one. And then this is the same thing, but I painted this. I wanted to check. The fabric I'm using is an old, it's like a table cover, but it's the sort you put under the tablecloth. You wouldn't use this actually as the cover itself. So it's sort of like drop cloth. It's a thick sort of toile, and it has a nice beige color. And a friend of mine found this big tablecloth at the thrift store. I think it was Goodwill. So she gave it to me to use. So I've been making these stockings, and I must have made a lot. I also am making some like this and doing some slow stitching or running stitch on those as well. So I haven't sewn this together yet, but this is how it looks on the back. So I thought I'd show you quickly how I make these. So easy, so easy. Anyway, I put the pattern, I've got a pattern like that, and I just lay it on there, and I cut it out, leaving about a centimeter around it, and that's, for the hem. I've still got this big piece of fabric, so I can make enough for an army. I think I could make stockings till I get really tired of them. So get rid of that. By the way, if you've got a serger, that's how I do mine. I like to do them. I haven't cut this too well, but it all evens out in the end. Yeah, if you have a serger, it's really good. I have a serger, and that's what I've been using because it's quick and it gets the job done. And I also cut a strip, and that I've already cut this, and I just folded in half. It was about 2 inches wide, and I folded in half and serged it, and that's going to be the hanger like that. So this is the way this is. I think I need to just cut off a little bit more here. While it's still pinned on right there, I'm going to cut this at the top, and I'll show you if there's a seam on the top of the fabric, well then I use the seam, and I'll see if I can show you what I mean. So if there's a seam at the top, I just use the seam that was already there as the top. If there is not, well then I fold down each side just like this, and just for camera I'll put a pin in that. I don't normally. Looks like it's a little crooked there. Okay, now I'm going to go away and serge this, and I'll come right back. So there it is serged. Of course I would give it a little bit of an iron, but anyway, that's how it looks with the top folded down. Now all I need to do is turn it inside out. Bow on it or something. Now see, it's already, of course it needs a little more shaping maybe. I'm going to cut that off, and that's already turned in, as you notice there. Of course I have to go around this and fix this up a little bit, poke out, where it's not quite even. Now I don't want to take all the camera time by doing that, but that's what I would do, is and I often will go like that, and that kind of helps it. Now I've got red thread in my machine, so I'm not going to sew the hanger on, but this is what I do. I take a piece, it's about 8 inches long, and I said I've already serged it, and I don't care that the serge is showing. That's fine with me, because that's the kind of stocking it is. So what I do next is I put it in there, and I always like to have my stockings facing this way. Don't know why, but to me they look funny facing that way. So this is, I guess it just depends on your taste. But anyway, I like to put that in there, and that's it. And I take that to the sewing machine, not with red thread, because that's what I have on the machine just now. So I take that and I just sew around inside, and then, as I say, you've got all these stockings that, how long did that take me? A couple of minutes. And one that I painted, I wasn't sure about the paint. I had a little bit of difficulty with the paint. It wouldn't blend, and it didn't sort of, I tried to put little dots on there, little spots like flicking, and it sort of ran. So I wasn't sure that that was particularly successful. And then as I say, I've made quite a few like this with old linens. And then in that case, I took a piece of lace from the edge of the linen, and I just sewed it around there. And then I've made several like this where I'm going to finish the back, put some old linen on the back, and they'll be slow stitched. I hope that gives you a little inspiration. I know it's not very complicated, it's not much, but anyway, enjoy it, and thank you very much for watching. Hope you're all well. Bye-bye.